Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And for their matchup with Detroit, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
So the Nets starting five. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Red Hot. And it's Clowney in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Phoenix, we've got Williams. O'Neal is out there with Brooks. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Green in at the two-guard position. And it's Williams with the jam.
And Booker just doesn't look for his own shot. He is more than willing to share the ball.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. O'Neal outside. They kick it out to Green. It's up a three. The rebound by the Nets. It's Thomas outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Here's Green after the basket by Brooklyn. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Green. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Thomas, and that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, Thomas can spread his selection out on the floor, which keeps the defense guessing.
Outside Williams. Pass to Green. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Clippers in L.A. Got that one up quick. Red Hot's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there. And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Red Hot.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now here's Booker against Miami. He was really on his game, and it's good for 2.
And I really feel like he just wanted us to see that leaner there. That's a shot he's very comfortable with.
And when we look at this Suns team, Tim, over the last few seasons, what's the first word that comes to mind for you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and, well, it just didn't pan out.
Basket counts. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Suns trail by 6 to the paint. Williams gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Etienne. Thomas outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Red hot, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. And there's Booker on the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Red Hot, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Red Hot, and the Nets, another 3.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Williams, a screen on Thomas. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 8.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And that one's good by Porter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now here's Brooks. No scoring in this one. Booker finds Green. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Williams gets the bucket.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Here's Red Hot. 37 points in the win against the Clippers. And it goes down 2 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Williams from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the wide open shot from Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Misses the 3. 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. Near the 3-point line, it's Porter, and that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 12-point Nets lead. Booker the bounce pass. Brooks for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Brooklyn ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Traoré, closing out there with Red Hot. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Williams at the 3. Fleming. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets leading by 7. Here's Red Hot. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Gillespie. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. On the wing, man. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 9. Pass to Fleming. Nobody near Allen. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Gillespie. He has yet to score. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You take a look at Thomas. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. A shot by Wilson, no good. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns, trailing by 10. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you guys.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. It's the Nets now, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop.
That's a great example of how tough Booker is, fending off the defense and finding a way to finish.
Mark Williams is checked in for Phoenix. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Traore. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
3-point field goal.
Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Now here's Allen, and here's Brooks from outside. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got 6 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jalen Green's checked in for Grayson Allen. And a new group in for the Nets. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Good on the shot.
And that jump shot by Porter is pure. Has such a fluid shooting motion.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him. Pass to Booker. Puts up a deep three. He can't get it to go.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Thomas, good.
Oh, inside, Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
Here's Brooks. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Williams, a screen on Williams. Here's Brooks. A rebound by the Nets. Thomas kicks to Williams. From the arc, score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 13. Green taking his time here. And the Suns miss again.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And Eddie N gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
I had a chance to look at some stats for Devin Booker. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Here's Green, driving the lane. Count it. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
And then Thomas with the dunk.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Suns trail by 13. Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
And the dunk by Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Thomas, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thomas got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And stolen by Booker. 16 feet away. Pass to O'Neal. This one for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. It's Porter outside. No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And we welcome you to halftime first order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting. Now, fans make up 50% of the vote. Current players and a select group of media account for 25% each. Very select.
Well, we know Ernie was a selected just based on how he's puffing his chest out over there. Well, where are you working out this morning, Ernie?
Well, in part, I guess we have to thank Ernie for these rankings. I'm looking through them. Wait a minute. You know what, Ernie? They're not that bad, though.
The words you're looking for, gentlemen. Sage, wisdom. You're welcome.
Kenny, sage the incense?
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Suns.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to move that he loves.
Nets leading by 10. O'Neal is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Williams. And it's Green in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now Booker. In the corner, O'Neal with it. For 3. A rebound by the Nets. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Booker left side. There's O'Neal with the 3. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The 3 from Thomas. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Porter's got 15 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from O'Neal. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Red Hot. Cranes the three-pointer. Red Hot's got 7 points for the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Stolen by Brooks. Inside. Back to Green. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by the Nets. Clowney's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said, winning has taken a back seat nowadays for a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Kevin, back to you.
It's all about results. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. And yes, it's good. O'Neal's got 10.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Out of bounds, Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Devin Booker, number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
Well, you want to give a defense headaches? Show them a point guard who can light it up.
Pass to Brooks.
Get there.
Outside Williams. Now O'Neal. Back to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for him.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
And that one's good by Porter.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Suns trail by 17. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Yeah, he didn't take any chances with something soft in there. He's showing us a look at his verticality.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
The previous play is under review.
Technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Brooks. After the basket by Brooklyn. Count that one.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Here's Red Hot going inside.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Suns trail by 19. Allen with it. 5 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and Goodwin subbed in for Brooks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Dunn outside. Dunn with a screen on Martin. A nice shot by Booker.
And Booker finds his groove on offense. He is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Suns trail by 20. The drive by Booker makes it off the glass. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's clearly let the...
And another one!
It's unbelievable. He's now 5th in the number of 40-point games in a single season.
One of the more bankable scores this league has ever seen. You have to marvel at his consistency. His scoring has been eye-opening. Now, here's Goodwin. Dunn outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Wilson. He's out there with Zaire Williams, and it's Thomas in at the 2. Now, here's Wilson. Here's Highsmith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume 3-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. There's Thomas with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Thomas got 11 points here in just the second half. The drive by Booker. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Mark Williams.
Suns trail by 20. Booker left side. Allen for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Etienne. Rebound by Williams. For Phoenix, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Dunn kicks to Booker. There's a screen. And the Suns another three.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing. Lobbed up there for Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And you don't see Booker throw down too many lobs, but the opportunity was there, and he took it.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's Wilson, banked in off the glass.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Suns.
Goodwin dishes to Allen. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. And it's Goodwin missing. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, if you didn't know before, this game is further proof that Thomas has a deep bag offensively.
Now here's Booker. Allen right side. That shot no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Thomas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Phoenix making some changes. O'Neal's check in for Dunn. Dylan Brooks comes in for Grayson Allen. And it's Green in for Goodwin. The Nets also changing it up. Brownie's checked in, and it's red hot in for Wilson.
And Thomas has that reputation of being a little shot happy, but the fact is Cam is a pure scorer. He's got a strong handle, he's shifty, and he has a knack for hitting tough shots.
It's the Nets now after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Outside Williams. Pass to Brooks. Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Red Hot. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Green. Down low, here's O'Neal. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Porter, here we go.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 22. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Dunn. Allen outside. They set the pick. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Red Hot. Red Hot's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Again, the Nets for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Nets leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Red Hot.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Allen, that's good. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Red Hot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Pass delivers. Goodwin feeling it out. Here's Dunn. Jacks up a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Red Hot.